Woo! Oh yeah. Oh, always like those for a good superset. Woo. Kind of attacking that long head. And then going up and over and attacking a little bit more towards that elbow. It's an awesome superset. Really help you feel good pump at the end of the day for really kicking the snot out of it for sure. Oh, I always like to think, just destroying them at the end. If you kind of remember, you're going through all your different movements, palms down, palms up, behind the head, all the different variations. And a good rule of thumb is anytime you can keep that hand hammered and you can stay there, you're pretty much going to work all three of the heads of the tricep somewhat evenly. Well, I like doing that to really feel it, really swell that portion up. And then I like to lean forward and then be in here to where I can really feel it a little bit more into the elbow, to where I'm moving the force between here to here. Not like moving, moving the force, but trying to get it to where, you can get a little bit more out. Because once we're done here, cook them out here. Let's get them swollen again. Here we go. Had to do a little cheat on the end of that one. Oh, hell yeah, you gotta be able to destroy them. Oh, how do you not like that? Oh, just that good, fully inflated balloon. Oh, how do you not just, I always get that thought. And I guess this is what kind of keeps you moving on wanting to go bigger, bigger, bigger. Once you measure them up, once you, get them pumped up, it's always like, hey, my arms actually got to that size, which means if I keep working hard, I can get them to what they are pumped now. Maybe a couple of months from now, that's what they'd be cold. And you keep going on down that, going on down that, going on down that road. And next thing you know, you keep expanding those tape measures. So it's always good. Good to have some sort of a motivation. You know what I mean? Sometimes if it's just you and you got to be able to dangle that carrot to be able to keep you moving, keep you moving. It might not be medals or plaques on the wall. Maybe it's just, wanting to get one more set, or, maybe, wanting to just get a little bit bigger in the arm, or whatever that case may be. But do whatever you need to do to figure out how to dangle that carrot out there. Even if it's your first time going at it, just the point of you starting to work out is going to be enough, to keep you motivated. Well, once that starts, you got to be able to keep that motivation moving. That was always one of mine, where, I would be thinking of, grabbing the tape measure and, okay, where am I at? Oh man, I hit, such and such number. All right, wow, man, I gained, a quarter inch, a half inch in my arms, all pumped up. That means I can get there eventually cold. So you keep working harder, you add a little more weight, you try to get it, a couple more out. Next thing you know, boom, you got some bigger arms. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you got some Clydesdales. All right, let's get another set in. Enough yip yapping bullshit. Oh, if you start failing where you can't get that full rep, don't chase those ones out. Do it on the next. Do it on what you're supersetting with. Chase those ones out. Because you totally burn it out here, you might only get 4 or 5 of the next one. Go to where you can't get any more, and then if you want to chase it, do it here. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. How's that looking? Is that looking okay? Looking okay? Not bad. Not bad. Still doing good on the carnivore diet. Whew. It's been 7 weeks, I think, and been almost about what, 18-ish pounds, almost 20 pounds. So for you out there who haven't done the carnivore, it's interesting, and I've never been much of a picky eater, so it really wasn't that hard. It was realizing how many carbohydrates and processed sugar and all that crap that I was actually eating, where it was a pretty good wake-up call. So at that point, that's when we decided to give it a try, and I'm at 234 right now, so doing good. Gonna keep trying to get down a little bit more, noticing things, you know, face is getting a little better. Finally getting a little more definition in the arms. Ooh, but still got some, still got a ways to go. Still got that the pinch the inch thing, but hey, you gotta keep going. Like I said before, it's wintertime. You know, either you're just starting off, or, you know, some people will do wintertime for bulking, which, I mean, I don't need to bulk. You know, I need to lose. So at that point, it's going through and, you know, doing what you need to do. But as long as you have something, as long as that carrot's out there and you're doing something, you have some plan, and you're not waiting till that last minute to, you know, oh, hey, it's March, it's April, it's May, I better start working out. Then you do, then you're depressed because, one, you didn't get enough time in, but you're expecting within a month or two to, you know, shed what took you, say, 6 months, a year, 5 years to put on. Well, it doesn't happen like that. You start now, you can actually, you know, make a pretty good dent. And if you're, you know, already working out, well, now is the time to where if you want to bulk, well, how about we do it in other forms, other fashions, you know, doing it in your lifting style, getting your strength up, which then in turn gets your stamina up, which then in turn gets those guns bigger, gets that chest bigger, gets those traps bigger, gets those quads bigger. You have to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. My set, here we go. With these, don't do these out like here out in front of you. Try to stay here. Remember, if we can keep everything right here, elbow underneath the shoulder and hit right here, you're going to hit a lot more of that meaty long head here. And the more we start going out, it starts coming down. So what I'm focusing on is that right there. The meat and potatoes of the tricep. So keep it in here, and as you go down, try to bring the hand, because it would be here, try to bring the hand back as well. So when you're coming here, I'm opening this up and I'm bringing the hand back. So, a little info on what's going on now. Here we go. that's how it's done. That's how you get those last little bit. Holy crap. Ooh. Oh yeah. But feeling good. Feeling nice and tight. Ooh. Should we see where we're at? Oh, we see where we're at. See what we got. See what we got. Ho ho ho. See if I can still maintain over that 20 spot. I suppose I got to do it in front of the camera. Tell you what, I'm actually going to use the camera so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, ooh. Yeah, they feel nice and tight. Let's get this down a little bit. Oh yeah. As you can tell, almost 20 and a half. Not too bad. Lost a little bit in the arms. Granted, they're pumped. They're pumped. But still happy that they're there. That's one of the nice things about the carnivore of losing the weight. You know, I mean, you lose, a good 15, 18 pounds, especially in about 6 or 7 weeks. You know, it really hits you everywhere with the normal diets. And I'm noticing that, I lost a little bit in the chest. I lost a little bit in the arms and all that. But the majority of it's been, where you want to lose it, in the gut and the love handles and all that. So I'm digging where it's going. Strength's down a little bit from it, but it's all good. I'd rather work on a small drop than waiting until, again, April, May, something like that, and then trying to do some sort of a crash diet where you feel like shit. And if you've been through winter, all of a sudden, all that hard work that you put on, well, you just basically dieted it all off and you just did a bunch of shit for nothing. Why not work on just dropping maybe a pound or 2 per week and, just getting that dialed in, micro victories. If we all try to do crash diets and hit the gym and, do all this stuff in one big woo-ha, well, at that point, so many people fail, so many people don't do it because it's so much on your plate. Do one thing at a time. Maybe the first thing you need to do is do a little bit of working out, do a 15, 20-minute workout, kind of like what I put up for New Year's resolution workouts, stuff like that. Just something that takes 10, 15 minutes. The fact that, some people are just doing that compared to not doing anything at all, well, it's a micro step. You started moving forward. It's a great thing. And then at that point, try to make it a habit. That's the whole goal of it. Try to make it to something that when you come home, okay, at 6 o'clock, I'm going to start doing this little 15-minute workout. And then from there, once you start making it a habit, and hopefully you start enjoying it, then it's like, I want to turn 15 minutes into 20 minutes, 20 into a half hour. You know what, now maybe I want to get a gym pass. I want to start working out at the gym. And then at that point, when you have that handled, and it feels like it's an enjoyable thing that you're doing in life, well, then start tackling your food. Just these little micro victories. It's in the middle of winter right now. So take your time, learn your body, learn your diet, learn these things. So by the time summer comes along, you keep going. It's not trying to get that way and then summer hits and then, okay, start eating like shit again and stop working out. Well, what's the point? You want to keep that progression going, right? Right. So start with little micro victories. First things first, get the workouts in. That seems to be the hardest thing for anybody to do. Start getting a little bit of a workout in. Get a little bit of a sweat going. Be proud of yourself for doing that. Make it a habit. Next thing, we go on to food. Next thing, you're working them both. And then maybe you're doing a 5K before you know it. You never know, but you have to start. Just sitting on the sidelines and watching the world go by. Shit gets boring, man. So anyways, we're all done here. Hope you guys are doing well. And again, please like, please subscribe, hit that little ring, hit that little bell, and always remember, it's your set. Let's get this going, all right? All right.